You're inundated with bad news every day, I get it. So how about finding what's right in the world with this week's installment of Good News Tuesday? Digging for the best headlines on statistically the worst day of the week. First, Earth is saved. Not really. But remember that NASA mission a few weeks ago when they intentionally slammed a spacecraft into an asteroid to see if they could throw it off course? Yeah, we know now that that worked. The double asteroid redirection test, known as DART, successfully changed the trajectory of the asteroid Dimorphos. Earth was not in any imminent danger by this particular asteroid, but it's good to know that if Earth is ever threatened by a giant space rock, we can find a way to kind of slam it off course. We have a chance to save the planet. I love space stories, and this definitely falls into the category of good news. This next one fell into my inbox and I literally gasped. The Fred Hutch in Seattle just announced that it received a massive donation from the Bezos Family Foundation, $710 million. The foundation formed by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. The Hutch says this landmark gift will be used to fund cancer research for the next decade, including clinical trials, support, and new translational research capabilities and recruitment. I posted this on my Twitter and got a huge response from a lot of folks in the region showing me how big a deal this is. Jeff is the chief data officer at Fred Hutch and says he's only been working there for a few months, but says, "I've been telling everyone how bananas good the science and translation are here. So grateful to the Bezos family. Among other really important work, this will help us stomp on the accelerator in using data to improve research and care." Now that's a good testimony. I've always felt that this millennial generation, including myself, will benefit the most from the front line of all this cancer research coming online. And on that same note, the founders of BioNTech, the company behind the COVID Pfizer vaccine, just announced that a cancer vaccine could be ready by 2030. They say the vaccine would utilize the same mRNA technology, which would be repurposed to destroy cancer cells instead of COVID cells. I did a story on this a few years ago about how this technology could actually get you a vaccine for addiction and things like that. Link in description. We'll be watching for more good news on this front in the years to come. Hey, for the first time ever, hearing aids will be purchased over the counter without a prescription. This opens doors for all kinds of folks who are hearing impaired in our country. President Biden's executive order on promoting competition in the American economy called on the FDA to make these hearing aids available in stores, and they could cost thousands of dollars less than before. Some breaking good news to report on the climate this week. For the first time ever, renewable energy was used to power 100% of one country's grid. This happened last week in Greece. According to the country's power authority, it took place over 5 hours. During the time, all of Greece's electricity came from sustainable sources. Countries around the world take note. The cradle of one of the world's earliest civilizations is now on the forefront of saving the planet. Now that's a good story. And finally this week, there's always next season. The Mariners were eliminated from playoff competition after an 18-inning marathon against the Astros on Saturday, but this was still a big win because it's the first time they went to the postseason since 2001, and it's really reignited Mariners fans. Believe me on this one. Fans stuck with the team through thick and thin this year. The roster looks solid. The rookies all feel like they're poised to return next season with bright days ahead. We are wringing out all the good news we can with this team this season. That's a couple of quick good news headlines for you on this Tuesday. As always, drop me a comment or an email. Tell me how we can improve this segment. And what are you looking for when it comes to good news? In the meantime, work hard, play hard, take care of each other. See you next Tuesday.